To go into some of the big headlines for week 3 of Friday night, what happened yesterday. The big one, Creekside beats East St. Louis 10-8. 10-8. I have a friend down in Georgia who told me that I should stay away from the game. East St. Louis was going to absolutely destroy Creekside. They lost 2 games. Creekside lost their first 2 games. East St. Louis is absolutely going to demolish them. And then I said, okay, I take your trust, friend. I will not mention it as the game of the week. It sounds like it's going to be an absolute blowout. East St. Louis is going to win. And what happens? East St. Louis loses 10-8. To Creekside, Georgia. Big shout out to Creekside, Georgia. Big shout out to East St. Louis. This is their last of their out-of-state schedule. They hit the regular in-conference coming up, so definitely a big thing. Peoria, big shout out to the Peoria Lions. Coach Thornton, Coach Mott, they get the big win over Cuyahoga. What's that? Cuyahoga is now 1-2. Wow. Peoria is looking great. Shout out to Peoria. So, let's get into other things. Wheaton North beats Batavia. Wheaton North is looking great in that, is just looking absolutely great in that Duquesne Conference. Wheaton North, it's a big win. Batavia, a 2-game losing streak, but against a 2-game losing streak against 2 perennial powers, former state champ in Wheaton North, Lincoln Way East, who's looking like a contender. Batavia, I know Coach Pyron's going to get those boys ready for next week. 2 games, but again, I've got a lot of belief in this Batavia team. But Wheaton North, big shout out to them. Their line play is unbelievable. I got to say this right now. That Wheaton North coaching staff deserves a hats off. A hell of a big time win for them. Deep Dish Football Coach of the Night, the Pumpkin Spice Donut Award winner, Coach Big Pete, is Dustin Johnson of East Peoria. Shout out to them. They beat their in-conference opponent, Limestone. I think they haven't done it in like 20 games, if I'm not mistaken. The 20-game losing streak, in-conference losing streak. Congratulations to East Peoria and head coach Dustin Johnson. Player of the night in the state of Illinois for week 3, IHSA Football Friday night. Michael Champagne, 6 touchdowns. Glenbard South, I think it was against Elgin. 5 passing, 1 rushing, 400 yards total offense. Congratulations to Michael Champagne over the big win over Elgin. And Michael Champagne, Glenbard South, congratulations, player of the night. Rochelle, huge rushing attack over, and get this, 687 yards of rushing of a ground game by the Rochelle Hubs. Shout out to the Rochelle Hubs, a well-deserved to be talked about. Mama Hoot Seymour, Luke Johnson, 5 touchdowns. I think he had over 200 yards or 300 yards of rushing. Luke Johnson, Mama Hoot Seymour, offensive line, showing up big over Mount Zion. Big win for Mama Hoot Seymour. Congratulations to Luke Johnson. Lake Zerk's kicker. This is huge now. Danny Vuvacek. I mispronounced the last name. I will mispronounce names again. Like I said, I got a mush mouth, and like I said, I got a mush mouth. 52-yard game-winning field goal against Stevenson. I will repeat that again. 52 yards game-winning field goal, Danny Vuvacek of Lake Zurich. Big shout out to him. That's a big-time field goal. Big-time field goal. Congratulations to Lake Zurich on the big win over Stevenson. Richmond Bergen, Steven Seagal. Steven, I said Steven Seagal. What the hell's wrong with me? Steven Seagal, 7 touchdowns, 86 yards rushing. 7 touchdowns from against Marengo as Richmond Burton beats Marengo. Congratulations, sir. Rock Island, huge rushing attack as they get the big win. Lake Park, Coach Kirkpatrick gets his first win over St. Charles East. Congratulations to Coach Kirkpatrick. He deserves to be talked about well. He's working wonders with this Lake Park. First win as Lake Park's head coach. Again, Lake Park is going to be an emerging program in a couple of years. Big shout out to Coach Kirkpatrick on the big win. Conan beats Glenbrook North. Big shout out to them. And big headlines. This is another one. St. Viator, Elmwood Brimfield, Normal West are 3-0. They are 3-0. Elmwood Brimfield, St. Viator, and Normal West are 3-0. Congratulations to them. Well deserved. St. Viator looking really good again this year. They get a tougher opponent next week. They're, again, a team to look at. Look at St. Viator. Do not sleep on a St. Viator team. So, let's get into the regular games, shall we? And again, it is September's Childhood Cancer Awareness Month / Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. That's why you see the yellow ribbons and that stuff. If you like my work, I'm not taking any tips or donations. Do not send me anything. Send the money to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They do a wonderful job. Check it out. St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I have it all over the links. Check it out. St. Jude's Children's Hospital, please. I beg of you to check it out. This September is, again, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. Please check it out. And if you like my work, if you hate my work, if you hate me, just still send money to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They do a wonderful job. All right, let's get into the big games, deep dish football game of the week. Morris wins over Keeneland. Whew, that Morris defense. That's something. So is Keeneland's defense too. Troyer Carlson is the real deal. Troyer Carlson, it was very patient under the pocket. I'm very impressed with him. Also impressed with Bradshaw from Keeneland. But Morris gets the big win. Carter Budden is the real deal, quarterback for Morris. Definitely a kid that needs to be talked about more. And for Morris, very impressed with their defense. Oh, man, unbelievable. They had a little problems in the first quarter. Bumbled snap. They had a little bumble of a kick return. Keeneland scored first on a keeper. Roll out with Carlson. But again, Morris is now 3-0. Morris is looking like the real deal team. That Morris against Sycamore game is looking really good for this upcoming season. But again, my play of the night in the deep dish football game of the week, I could have gone with Ashton Yarn. I could have gone with Jacob Schwartz. I could have gone with Carter Budden. I could have gone with that offensive line. I could have gone with that defense. But I'm going to give that award to the whole Morris team. That's a hell of a win for the Morris team. Great performance by Morris football. Big shout out to them. Well deserved. All right, so we get into the games. Morris, and I said Morris versus Keeneland. Wheaton North beats Batavia. Again, tough fought game. But Wheaton North, that's a big win for them. Former state champs. And again, I'm not touting Batavia. They're still going to be a strong opponent in these coming weeks. And Wheaton North is the real deal. And that coaching staff of Wheaton North deserves a big shout out. Marist beats Nazareth. Congratulations to Marist football. They're looking really good. Nazareth, they're going to be back. Marist was the better team that night, so no doubt about that. Reed Custer absolutely demolishes Lyle. Reed Custer. That Reed Custer versus Wilmington game is looking better and better and better. Stillman Valley, I was completely wrong about this game. Stillman Valley absolutely demolishes Oregon. I thought it was going to be a tough fought game. I was wrong. I apologize. I'm an idiot. Mama Hoot Seymour beats Mount Zion. Big win for them. Big game by the offensive line of the Mama Hoot Seymour Bulldogs. Normal West beats Normal. Normal West is 3-0. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. In their first 2 games, they did shutouts as well. Big shout out to Normal West. Johnson City beats Fairfield. Fairfield is now on a 2-game losing streak. Unbelievable. I did not expect that. Springfield Rochester is today. St. Teresa beats Central A&M. Congratulations to St. Teresa. Glenbard North loses to Geneva. Geneva got 4 turnovers against Glenbard North. From my understanding, a sloppy game by Glenbard North. Geneva wins. Congratulations to Geneva. St. Charles North beats Wheaton Warrenville South. Congratulations to Coach Pomzak. And those North Stars, the big win over Wheaton Warrenville South. Prairie Ridge absolutely beats Huntley. Congratulations to the Prairie Ridge Wolves. Wilmington beats Coal City in a tough fought game. Wilmington, Reed Custer. That's the big dog game right there, people. No doubt about that. And that's going to be a very big time game. Streeter beats Herscher. Streeter 2-1. Awesome. Congratulations to Streeter. Well deserved. Richmond Burn beats Marengo. Siegel, again, like I said, 7 touchdowns. Unbelievable. Pekin beats Dunlap. Congratulations to the Pekin Dragons. Again, they're killing it, especially Kanye Tyler. League Zurich beats Stevenson. Big time field goal by Danny Vuvacek, 52 yards. Athens beats Olympia. Athens. The little school that could. I'm telling you right now, this Athens team is unbelievable. Looking at some of the huddles, very impressed with that Athens offensive line. Richards beats Eisenhower. Shout out to Koshian and the Richards Bulldogs as they beat Eisenhower. Big time win for them. Lyons Township wins over Hinsdale Central. OPRF versus Glenbard West. That game is on Saturday. Today. Quincy. I had Quincy as my big team this year. They lost to Moline. Tough. Brother Rice beats Bennett in a tough fought game. Bennett is looking good this year. I'm going to officially say it. I'm really liking Bennett. They fought Brother Rice to the T. And I didn't really think that game was going to be close, but congratulations to Brother Rice. But a bigger win from a moral victory, you can say, for Bennett. And I know there's no such thing as a moral victory. So, but big time win for them. Beardstown versus Rout is on Saturday. Muscata beats Centralia. I'm going to get that name correct. Yes, I'm an idiot. I apologize. Mount Carmel absolutely blanks Lyles Notre Dame. Congratulations to the Mount Carmel Caravan. St. Patrick beats Marion Central Catholic. Marion Central Catholic 1-2. St. Patrick 2-1. Big shout out to St. Patrick. Big shout out to Coach Martins. Well-deserved win for St. Patrick. DGS had him on the ropes in the first quarter. Second, and then DGN just exploded. DGN wins. DGN versus York is your deep dish football game of the week for week 4. DGN versus York is your deep dish football game of the week for week 4. Prospect beats Evanston. Prospect Knights are looking good. Big shout to Coach DeBuff. He's working his wonders for Prospect. This game, I think, proves a lot for Prospect, especially on that defensive side of the ball. They're playing defense great, so do not sleep on them. Jake Parisi, their quarterback, their star wide receiver recruit too, another star wide receiver recruit. But big shout out to Prospect. Montini beats Marmion Academy. They got their revenge. Montini is 2-1. Again, awesome to see Montini. This was a much-needed win for Montini. This was a big proving ground game for them. They had a down season last season. But again, like I said, I think Montini is a better team this season than they were last season. That's my personal feeling. I mean team. I mean communication with defense. From what I saw, too, especially with their offensive side, great blocking, too. So big shout out to Montini. Ottawa Marquette beats the Air Creek Mackinac. Ottawa Marquette, in we trust. Congratulations to Ottawa Marquette on the big win. Oswego East beats Plainfield East on Thursday night. Loyola Academy beats St. Rita. And am I surprised? No. I'm telling you right now, the big game, week 6. It's week 6. I think it's week 6. Is Nazareth versus St. Rita. I'm telling you that right now. That's going to be a big game to look out for, because that game is going to be a propeller for either team. So definitely, you got to keep an eye out for both teams. I'm telling you that right now. But Loyola Academy is looking good. East St. Louis. That lost to Creekside. Wow, I was completely impressed. So, big shout out to them. Make sure you're following Coach Big Pete Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, send them my way on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook Live, you have to be on the Coach Big Pete Facebook page so I can see your questions. Instagram Live, go ahead and ask questions. Any questions, feel free to ask. Lena Winslow wins again. Not much of a surprise there. Trying to think some of the games. I'm looking at that Glenbard West OPRF game today. That's going to be another interesting game this Saturday. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot. Ask away. And again, Deep Dish Football Game of the Week for week 4 is York versus Downers Grove North at York. I'm excited about that game. That's going to be a fun game, no doubt about that. Westmont loses to Plano. Absolutely got destroyed by Plano. Congratulations to the Plano Reapers. Tough game for Westmont. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, I'm trying to think. York won as well. Rolling Meadows won too. Big shout to Rolling Meadows on the big win as well. Trying to think of anything else. Glenbard South won as Michael Champagne is the Deep Dish Football Player of the Night. East Peoria won. Coach of the Night, Pumpkin Spice Donut Award winner. So, any questions, feel free to ask. I'm trying to think of anything else. Richmond Burden, big time win over Marengo. Richmond Burden, unbelievable. Segal 7 touchdowns. I gotta say this right now. Richmond Burden's got a great shot this year. Really impressed with Richmond Burden. Peoria, another interesting team. Normal West, interesting team. Peoria looks very good. Very good. Like I said, Normal West had 2 shutouts the first 2 games, and they take it to Normal. They get the win over the Ironman. Normal West, don't be shocked about that team when they get into the playoffs. Definitely. I believe Jacobs won as well. Anything else? Yeah, not that much. Like I said, Reed Custer's unbelievable. Reed Custer versus Wilmington's going to be a hell of a game. Coal City, I think, proved a little bit more, even though it was a loss to Wilmington. But big shout to Coal City on that. Any questions? Feel free to ask. Well, this was short and sweet. Warren Township won big. Warren Township. What more can you say? Yeah, so big teams won. Mount Carmel, Loyola Academy. I don't think anyone's chagrin. St. Teresa wins. Glenwood wins big. Sacred Heart Griffin wins big. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Most of the teams in the Black Diamond that we thought were going to win won. The only team that I was a little bit surprised is that Fairfield lost. I was a little bit shocked by that, but again, Johnson City. Johnson City is looking good after graduating Austin Brown, a star player. Big shout out to them. Now the Nick 10 up north in that Rockford Freeport area. Not that many. There weren't that many big games. I think a lot of the outcomes were expected up north. So yeah, Ottawa Marquette, like I said, keeps on rolling. And then Quincy, Notre Dame, and Chicago Hope. Simeon plays today as well. Glenbard West versus OPR, like I said, is going to be a big time game. So, all right, that is it. Follow Coach Big Pete, DuPage Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Players, coaches, parents, fans, everyone, make sure I have your big game stats. I need them. My article of the Sunday conclusion comes out tomorrow morning about 8 a.m. If you have a big game stat and want to be included in my article, send the information, tweet at me, DM me, email me. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. That is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Again, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month is September. If you like my work, don't donate to me. Don't leave me a tip. Please send tips and donations to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That's St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They do an absolutely wonderful job. So, Friday's in the books. It's got some interesting Saturday games. Week 4, Deep Dish Football Game of the Week is going to be York versus Downers Grove North. That's a serious game right there. I'm telling you right now. I'm really excited to go through this game and analyze it. And after that, it's going to be a break. And the next game, I believe, is... I forgot the Deep Dish Football Game of the Week is. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. Your player of the night for Week 3 is Michael Champagne of Glenbard South. He had 6 touchdowns. Congratulations to him. East Peoria head coach Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully I didn't get that wrong, is your coach tonight, the Pumpkin Spice Donut Award winner. And again, and I repeat this again and again and again and again and again, on Friday night, when your game is ended, if you are a player, if you are a teammate, if you're a parent, if you're a fan, if you're a coach, if you have a player that had a big game, after that game, send me the big game stat. Please, I beg of you. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. DM me, tweet at me. Please, let me know. I personally beg of you, please. I totally forgot. Max Lynch of Pana had another big game. Max Lynch of Pana is balling out this year. Do not sleep on him. Max Lynch of Pana. The kid's killing it. He killed it last year. He's killing it this year. Max Lynch is definitely a big-time player that you must know from Pana High School. Absolute stud. Absolute stud. And, so that is it. And hopefully you guys had a lovely, lovely night last night. I will be back for the Sunday conclusion article. Tomorrow comes out. Make sure I get those big game stats, email, DM me, and everything else. Thank you guys so much for joining. And again, have a lovely morning. I'm going to watch some big college football. We got some Texas versus Alabama. I'm excited about that game. So we'll see what happens in the Chicago Bears tomorrow. Let's go Bears. Bear down.